시에게 니에 나부터 아체니 니에 스미 시에게 니에 아부터 밀라키 니에 슬리미 기미에 니에 스푸미 기미에 니에 이스노 기미에 니에 이쁘자노 기미에 니에 시아가 기미에 시아가 예 이크사미게 니에 쟁우 기미에 니에 쟁우 기미에 니에 셰쿠 기미에 니에 아이가 기미에 니에 아치다 기미에 니에 아비츠 기미에
Nagaland News Network is here at Sukhai village in Zunheboto district, where the 4.0 Chengu festival is being held right now here as we speak. In fact, the children of the village are performing here, and the chief guest for the event was Dr. Andrew Ahoto, a philanthropist as well as an educationalist, a renowned philanthropist. And this festival is being organized by the Tiza Valley Biodiversity Conservation and Livelihood Network, where investors such as the VNV Advisory and also the ones taking the project of making sure that the conservation of biodiversity and the flora and fauna of this district is saved. So we had the Terry member, official, a fellow as well, who spoke to us, and also the investors, VNV Advisory Investor member also, we have spoken to them. And let's have a look at the program today.
Coming on to our role here, so Terry is not new to this place. Since the year 2013-14, Terry has been involved in various activities in Zunheboto, particularly in the Tizu Valley Biodiversity Network, where Sukhai, Kiviku and Gaki 3 CCS we have worked extensively.
My name is Pragnya. I am from VNV Advisory, and as Anirudh mentioned, we are funding this project and we are also the sponsors of the event today. To tell you a little bit about VNV, we are a project developer based in Bangalore and Singapore. We have been working on climate action for the past 15 years. We are working, of course, in Nagaland, also in Manipur, Assam, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, MP. So we have presence all over India, and our international presence includes Nepal, Bangladesh, and Myanmar, to name a few.
New JE.
Thank you, and grateful and delighted to be here at the Chengu festival. It was an honor also to have released the bird, which is a significant bird. And it is a insight to see this wonderful bird caught in the hand for the very first time experience, and also to see wonderful color and to have the significant being flown today. And I take the privilege also, especially to our brother Ivan. You have done a remarkable, wonderful job. You being a lone fighter, I would say, in this endeavor. The biodiversity, the nature that you have taken the step, it is not very easy, the task. Or you have tried to unite the village, the tree village, and there are many more. I feel that you can do it in many factors to unite and to make awareness as to what biodiversity is all about. We are proud that such could be the existence because our forefathers, we were hunters, gatherers, we were nomadic in many ways also, and we were headhunters, of course, we all know that. So we do not had so much of accustomizing ourselves to the field of probable cultivation and everything. So we were not made aware. So probably hunting was the only substitute, and also gathering fruits and whatever vegetable that we could garner. But now the times have changed, and we still have not got the awareness of what conservation could be of help to us. I'm happy that the Terry has come in to set foot and make an awareness, which seems to be the right now importance, I would say that. Environment, biodiversity, ecosystem will play a major role in the years to come. We have heard about bitcoins, we have heard of many industrialists, we have heard about many AI, VR, and so many things that is happening. But ultimately, the air that we breathe, the plants that is around us, the food that we eat to nourish ourselves is the nature. That is why probably now the nation has woken up, I would say that, and financial aspect of carbon financing has come, which is a very good step. Because in the other Western world, if we pollute the environment, you have to pay also handsomely as fine, as a token that you have polluted the air. But now probably, because of carbon financing, they probably are looking at adopting the villages, the ecosystem, the forest, so that they can give back to the nature of what to replenish. So I guess this carbon financing will do a lot of job. Those who have preserved the surrounding that you see, the greenery, I think you will get immense finance for preserving and for making the carbon dating and the footprints carbon to make it minimal. The very, very close country, Northeast surrounded by 5 countries, and among which the Northeast we see the Bhutan. Very good example. Bhutan is not carbon neutral, but carbon negative country. That means it is giving surplus of helping the carbon, helping the nature to groom, and you could say is the breeding hub of the world in one way. Not very far. Northeast also has been the breeding hub of India. We have so many kind of greenery around. We have played a very vital role. But I guess we also need to adopt the awareness of ecotourism, eco-culture, and living with the environment.
We have here Anirudh Soni. He is the area convener and associate fellow at TERI, the Energy and Resources Institute, New Delhi. We're going to ask him and we're going to speak to him about undertaking here. So thank you so much for speaking to us. Can you just tell us exactly, like I've just mentioned, that the certain projects that you have been undertaking, and exactly in this area of Sukhai village as well. We are here right now for the Chengu festival. So can you just tell us a bit about that?
Yes. So Terry has been working with the community conserved areas and with particularly with Sukhai, Keviku and Gaki community conserved areas for very long. Since 2015, I guess, and they have helped the community to develop the public biodiversity registers and then motivate the community about how they can go along in the conservation part. So they have one of another project was with Satvayama initiative where the shifting cultivation was documented. Now, in the current project, we are trying to develop a project on carbon finance, which is going to benefit the community because there are areas and the community is playing its part in conserving them, protecting the forest, and conserving the biodiversity. So they should be benefited on that. So that is why we are trying to develop a carbon finance project related to this one. And our investors are also here, which is VNV Advisory. They will be funding us for the project activities. And then whatever the benefits that will come out, those will be calculated, carbon credits will be generated, and they can be sold in the international market. And whatever the cost that is coming, which it will be distributed back to the community to further boost the work which are related to conservation part.
We also have here Pragnya. She is from the VNV Advisory, which is one of the investors for the conservation and of biodiversity here in Zunheboto. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Can you just tell us exactly what VNV does, VNV Advisory? What do they do, and is it just in Zunheboto at this moment? Is this your flagship project that the organization has taken?
Okay, so BNV Advisory is basically a carbon project developer. So we develop carbon projects across India, and we have presence outside of India as well. And in the northeast, we're working in Nagaland as well as Assam, Manipur. And in Nagaland, this is one of our marquee projects on biodiversity conservation and nature conservation in general. So what we do is we are working with Terry, who is our technical partner, to conserve the biodiversity in the CCAs in the Zunheboto district.
Can you please explain to our audience what is a CCA? That's the community conserved areas. But what does it exactly mean for an area to be tagged as CCA?
So these are areas that the community has voluntarily taken ownership of and taken the responsibility to conserve the biodiversity, the flora and the fauna in these areas. So in a way, they are. I mean, they're community-owned lands, which the community itself is taking the responsibility to conserve. But we are providing support to further build the resilience of these CCA, so they can, in the future, be more climate resilient, and they are able to accelerate their conservation activities.
We have here Angovika Yeptomi. He's from Aboriginal Energy, and he's one of the visitors here today at Sukhai village, where the 4.0 Chengu festival is being held as we speak. So thank you so much for speaking to us. So, how did you hear about this festival, and why are you here?
Yes, thank you for having me. I heard about this festival through social media platform, and then I decided to be here because this is not so far from my original village, which is about 15-20 minutes from here. And then I've heard that there's a lot of programs and people coming, and it has been getting a lot of attention. And since I'm also in the field of renewable energy, we are also very much associated with the climate change and all the programs. So to witness this program that is happening within our own town and within our own district, it was a pleasure indeed. Yeah. So yes, renewable energy is the future, and it is encouraging to know that it has been implemented so well in the state and also in the center. There's a big push towards renewables, and as we can see that there's a lot of subsidy schemes and schemes by the government. So even around the Sukhai village itself, so far away from the main cities, we can still see solar panels lighting up their schools. So this is an encouragement. And for us, we are venturing into this and we want the community to support. So the reason for my presence here is not only to witness this festival, but also to relate to them the idea about conserving energy. And what more better than to conserve the biodiversity together with sustainable energy. So to educate them, I thought I'll just come and interact also. Yeah,
That's nice. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have here Ivan Jimo, the man and the brain behind the Chengu Festival. This is the 4th edition we're having here at Sukhai village in Zunheboto district. And he is the team leader of Tisa Valley Biodiversity Conservation and Livelihood Network. And he's going to tell us a little bit of how it was incepted and why did you bring about this Chengu Festival?
Tisa Valley Biodiversity Conservation and Livelihood Network is the joint initiatives of the 3 villages, that is Sukhai, Attain, and Kivuku. With the support of Satoyama Initiative and
This is the traditional
our
art of making
consultant
fire.
Terry,
Our ancestors
we are promoting this
make
nature-based
fire in this
ecotourism,
manner,
agricultural
and today we
tourism,
display our culture.
and cultural tourism. This is our 4th edition of the Chengu Festival. The Chengu Festival is all about promoting our indigenous hub. This is all our culture and tradition that is in related with the ecology, and that is the main concept that we are promoting. These 3 concepts: ecotourism, cultural tourism, and agricultural tourism. In order to create the mass-based awareness campaign, we are for the biodiversity conservation. We are conducting this Chengu Festival. This is the R4 edition with the support of Tourism Department, the government of Nagaland, and also with the support of Terry and VNV Advisory Services Limited.
So that was the 4.0 Chengu Festival, Chengu being the great barbet, the bird. And we also witnessed the special guest, Dr. Andrew Ahoto, release one of the great barbets into the air. And so the festival here, we have seen children performing of the village. And as the person in charge, the team leader of the organization and the mastermind, the brain behind this festival, he had spoken to us where he had informed that it is all about conservation and community conservation areas, where this is one of them. And this is a collaboration with 3 villages in the areas. And this is a rotational basis that they have this festival time and again. And also we spoke to one of the investors where they have said that investment is, the amount is not the issue, but hopefully they will also move to other districts as well. And also Terry, a fellow of Terry, also spoke to us how they're undertaking the projects over here in terms of conserving biodiversity and the flora and fauna in this district of Zunheboto. The special guest, Dr. Andrew Ahoto, has also said that Nagaland needs more awareness when it comes to ecotourism and eco-culture. And he spoke about how solar energy is also very important now at this point, since we have been really given the gift of the sun as well. So that was the Chengu Festival here at Sukhai village in Zunheboto district. Esther here with videographer Moa for Nagaland News Network.